In the kidney, there is the renal artery, the renal vein, the medulla, the cortex, and the adrenal gland. The renal artery carries blood into the kidney where it goes in the cortex where the nephrons are contained. The adrenal gland releases aldosterone when stimulated by angiotensin II. The materials enter the nephron through the afferent arteriole, where they are stored in the glomerulus, which is a ball of capillaries. The proteins, white blood cells, and red blood cells are sent out through the efferent arteriole. The glucose, water, amino acids, ketones, salt, and urine are absorbed into the Bowman's capsule. They move into the proximal convoluted tubule where glucose and amino acids are reabsorbed into the bloodstream. The rest move into the loop Henle. Into the descending loop Henle, salt is reabsorbed into the blood, followed quickly by water, which is reabsorbed into the ascending loop Henle. The ketones and urine continue into the distal convoluted tubule, where they are joined by hydrogen and potassium, water, urine, ketones, and salts. Then they all go into the collecting duct, which leads to the center of the kidneys and into the ureter. If there is low blood pressure, the baroreceptors secrete renin, which impacts the release of aldosterone. Renin changes angiotensinogen into angiotensin I. Angiotensin I is then converted into angiotensin II. Angiotensin II stimulates the adrenal glands to release aldosterone. Aldosterone promotes the secretion of potassium and then reabsorption of sodium, which is then followed by the reabsorption of water, which in turn increases blood pressure to a more normal level. Pressure occurs, the hormone atrial natriuretic is secreted. It regulates sodium and is secreted by baroreceptors in the right atrium. It indicates high blood pressure volume and inhibits renin secretion and the release of aldosterone. ANH promotes sodium excretion. The antidiuretic hormone is released by the posterior pituitary gland, which is made by the hypothalamus to regulate blood pressure. Osmoreceptors in the hypothalamus monitor the electrolytes in the blood. presence of ADH in the collecting duct becomes more permeable to water. Water will leave the kidneys, enter the blood, and a concentration of urine is produced. In the absence of ADH, the collecting duct becomes less permeable to water and will not leave the kidney. A dilute urine will be produced.